Stage 3 of Paris-Nice would be a team time trial with a twist. A 32-kilometre route around Dampierre-en-Burly, but the change would be when the time for each team was taken. Instead of the third, fourth or fifth rider crossing the line seeing the time taken for the team, it would be the first rider for each team that would give the team the time. GC times would be taken with each rider crossing the line on their own. An opportunity may be for GC riders to attack in the final few hundred metres, or those riders who could be stronger give their team a better chance at taking the stage win. Lotto Destiny were the first to attack the course. Jaco Alula, though, were the early flyers. The wind was blowing from the side at the start, but Jaco Alula used everything to their advantage. An early time at the intermediate check was the fastest one. And by a long way, 22.7 seconds quicker than Bahrain victorious at that time, as today Pogacar and company warmed up to the beat that they'd soon be banging on the pedals. Lotto Destiny first to finish, and the first time set just under 35 minutes, 55 kilometers per hour the average. Time for Pogacar then, racing with a UAE Emirates team that on paper wasn't quite as strong in the team time trial as Jonas Vingegaard's Jumbo-Visma. Jaco Alula were mightily strong at the finish. Simon Yates and Michael Matthews coming to the line and setting the new fastest time by 43 seconds. Bora Hansgrohe looked okay, but when they came to the finish, they couldn't really make an impression on the Australian team's time. UAE Emirates were looking good as well. Pogacar attacking in typical style. His own teammates this time the victims, but also possibly the beneficiaries as the new rules came into effect. Pogacar able to steal seconds back, still just under 20 seconds off of Simon Yates and Jaco Alula. David Gaudu, though, will be looking good in the GC in the next few days. He was given an armchair ride to the finish by Stefan Kung. Second place provisionally at that point, and then Jumbo-Visma came to do their thing. Inside the Flamme Rouge, and one by one they'd peel off. 2 world time trial champions in the team, a couple of extra national champions as well, and the winner of the Tour de France last year. 3 riders would come to the line together. Nathan van Hooijdonk, their best place in the GC, just 2 seconds ahead of Vingegaard, and a possible contender for the yellow jersey at the end of the day. 4 seconds quicker than Jaco Alula, the Australians bumped off the hot seat. Jumbo-Visma on their way to a stage win. Or were they? Because EF Education Easy Post played a blinder as well. And Magnus Cort set off in search of victory, but could only finish 1.4 seconds down on the Dutch team's time. For Trek Segafredo, there would be no successful defence of the yellow jersey for Mads Pedersen. Matthias Skjelmoser tried to save the day, getting extra seconds back, but they'd finished in 8th place. Jumbo-Visma just about victors, but not quite enough for Nathan van Hooijdonk to go into the yellow jersey. That honour went to Magnus Cort, who leads Paris-Nice by a single second. Jumbo-Visma winning the stage, EF Education Easy Post second, Jaco Alula third, and Magnus Cort becoming the second Dane in 24 hours, 53 years after the last one to lead Paris-Nice. From Ole Ritter to Mads Pedersen, and now Magnus Cort. In terms of the Pogacar and Vingegaard battle, well, a handful of seconds between them. Vingegaard switching to be the man with the slight advantage, going into the first uphill finish of this year's race. 164.7 kilometres into the Beaujolais region, typical Paris-Nice country, with a finish at 1,000 metres at La Loge des Gardes. So who will take it? The yellow jersey perhaps up for grabs? Will we see another Magnus Cort masterclass in the mountains? It will all be live on GCN Plus and Discovery Plus.